ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। तेषां कृते मनिश्वासो
येषां कृतेन निश्वासो
तेषां कृते मनिश्वासो.
This was the first chapter, Maharaj, isn't it?
Yes.
The 31 is Kim Karomi na Badhanati Mam Nishturatang Manaha Vaishya Uvacha.
31st, what is that?
31st is Kim Karomi na Badhanati Mama Nishturatam Manaha.
Acha, from there it is there. Okay, there's different version. Okay. Kim karomi na bhadnati
Kim Karomi na Badhanati
mama nishturatam manaha.
Mama Nishturatam Manaha.
Kim karomi na bhadnati
Kim Karomi na Badhanati
mama nishturatam manaha.
Mama Nishturatam Manaha.
Yai santrujya pitrusneham
Ye samtyajya pitrisneham
Yai santyajya pitrusneham
Ye samtyajya pitrisneham
Dana lubdhair nirakrutaha
Dhana lubdhai nirakritaha
Dhana lubdhair nirakrutaha
Dhana lubdhair nirakritaha
Patisvajanahardancha
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 Harditteshveva me manaham
Harditteshveva me manaha
Arditeshveva me manaham
Harditeshveva me manaha
Kime tannabhijanami
Kime tannabhijanami
Kime tannabhijanami
Kime tannabhijanami
Janannapi mahamate
Janannapi mahamate
Janannapi mahamate
Janannapi mahamate
Yat prema pravanam chittam
Yat prema pravanam chittam
Yat prema pravanam chittam
Yat prema pravanam chittam
Viguneshvapi bandhushu
Viguneshvapi bandhushu
Viguneshvapi bandhushu
Viguneshvapi bandhushu
Tesham krute manishvaso.
Tesham krite me nishvaso.
Yeah. So when we break it, it becomes nishvasaha. If we are chanting together, then it becomes nishvaso. Tesham krute manishvasaha.
Tesham krite me nishvasaha.
Daurmanasyancha jayate.
Dormanasyam cha jayate.
Daurmanasyancha jayate.
Dormanasyam cha jayate.
Actually, Kim Karomi, at some places it is called Aromi. Aromi. Kim Karomi Yanna Manaha.
Kim karomi yanna manaha.
Teshva Pritishu Nishthuram.
Eshva pritishu nishthuram.
Teshva Pritishu Nishthuram.
Teshva pritishu nishthuram.
Markandeya Uvacha.
Markandeya uvacha.
Tatastau Sahitau Vipraha.
Tatastau sahitau vipraha.
Tatastau sahitau vipraha.
Tatastau sahito vipraha.
Tam munim samupasthitau.
Tam muning samupasthitau.
Tam munim samupasthitau.
Tam munim samupasthitau.
Samadhirnama vaishyosau.
Samadhirnama vaishyosau.
Samadhirnama vaishyosau.
Samadhirnama vaishyosau.
Tacha parthiva sattamaha.
Acha parthiva sattamaha.
Tacha parthiva sattamaha.
Vacha parthiva sattamaha.
Krutva tutau yatha nyayam.
Kritva tutau yatha nyayam.
Krutva tutau yatha nyayam.
Kritva tutau yatha nyayam.
Yetarham tena samvidam.
Yatharham tena samvidam.
Yatharham tena samvidam.
Yatharham tena samvidam.
Upavishto kata kaschit.
Upavishto katha kaschita.
Upavishto kata kaschit.
Upavishto katha kaschita.
Chakratur vaishya parthivo.
Chakraturvaishya parthivo.
Chakratur vaishya parthivo.
Chakraturvaishya parthivo.
Rajo vacha.
Rajo vacha.
Bhagavanstvam prashtum.
Bhagam swamaham prashtum.
Bhagavanstvam prashtum.
Bhagavang swamaham prashtum.
Ichhamekam vadasvatat.
Ichhamekam vadasvatata.
Ichhamekam vadasvatat.
Ichhamekam vadasvatata.
Dukkhaya yanme manasaha.
Dukkhaya yanme manasaha.
Dukkhaya yanme manasaha.
Dukkhaya yanme manasaha.
Achittayattatam vinam.
Achittayattatam vina.
Vachittayattatam vinam.
Vachittayattatam vina.
Yeah, now we will go to the meaning.
Okay.
Dear devotees, so the overall, if you remember the last class, so the whole gist here now is there are two people. One is King Suratha, the other is businessman, the Samadhi. Now Suratha was being cheated by his own ministers, chief in commanders, or basically his officers. So they cheated and he was dethroned, and to save his life, he ran to the forest, and with that heavy heart, he has come to the forest. And the another story is, it is a story of a businessman, merchant, who had enough money, wealth, different types of wealth, but his own kith and kin, his own wife, because of the greediness on the wealth, they have kicked him out, or they have sent him out from his own house. So he also, with his heavy heart, he also has entered the forest, thinking there is no other way for me to save his life or whatever. So both of them are depressed, no doubt. At the same time, they are depressed, they are feeling bad, and their morose is a one side. And at the same time, for both of them, they had the same problem, that they're unable to forget about their family people or about the country and their officers who have cheated them. Now, what is the core message here is, yes, in the world when we are living, we may be good, we may be gentle, we may be kind-hearted, but that doesn't mean that we get every time such type of people in our life. Maybe with colleagues, maybe with friends, maybe with family people, neighbors or whatever. And we may get cheated. We have to be careful. That's one important message we learn from here. Second is, we have to do good thing, no doubt. That is as a duty in a detached way we are supposed to do. Otherwise, what happens? We get attached and we get perturbed. We suffer. Now here also, Surata and Samadhi, they have got a mental agony and they are suffering a lot. Yes, one has lost his home and earth, one has lost his kingdom. That is not small thing, no doubt. There may be pain for both of them, that is acceptable, but they are suffering. So pain is inevitable in our life most of the time, but suffering is an optional, or suffering is a choice. We mix together the pain and the suffering. I have got a headache, say for example. Definitely, because I have studied Vedanta, I am thinking philosophical mind, I'm a great devotee. That doesn't mean that because I have got a headache, neither I can deny it, nor the pain I incur from that, I cannot denounce it. Even Vedanta also doesn't say that, oh, no, it is all lie. No. I've got a headache, no doubt. That is a pain. Especially sometimes we are having a half headache or migraine problem and all. We suffer a lot. There is a pain involved there, no doubt. We accept it. But as a reaction towards that, we suffer. And our pain gets intensified there actually. So the scriptures are trying to make us understand, my dear, when you are living in the world, the problems are inevitable. The pain is inevitable probably, but the suffering is optional. Suffering is a choice, you are making it. So by studying scriptures, we may have to incur the pain, but suffering we not to incur. So my Gurudev always used to tell, by studying Vedanta and putting into practice, you will travel from what to so what. That's what happens. Now both of them, you see, they have been cheated by their own people, but unfortunately they are attached to their people, to their dear ones. As a result, even though they have been cheated by their own people, either family people or their own relatives or their own friends or their own officers, because king has appointed all of them, but in spite of them, for some reasons they have cheated him, but he was supposed to forget them. Rather, but his mind is, both of their minds are obsessed about their empire, his empire or his family. So this is why, because of the moha, because of the delusion, and because of that, attachment comes and we suffer. So Sri Ramakrishna tells very clearly, when we live in the world, there is no problem. Real problem is not there. But when the worldliness is in us, then only the problem comes. The worldliness is attachment, delusion, me and mine, and all these things actually. So this is a basic philosophy which we have to understand from this story. So with that helplessness, now they have approached the Guru. They are going to approach the Guru and they are asking, what shall we do? Please tell us. Their mind was tormented by the problems. They felt there is no other way to escape. And with that helplessness, or with that, depressed mind, they have approached Guru that please help us so that we can come out from this. So because we are in a problem, we should not think that we should end our life. Suicidal attempts, whatever, nowadays it is getting increased. Unfortunately, that is not the goal, or that should not be the ideal. That should not be the way approach to our life. Rather, okay, there is a problem. There is an acute problem, serious problem. Let us understand it and let us try to think, or let us try to take the help of some known ones, and how can we come out from this problem, from this challenge, from these adverse circumstances. So these are the few important lessons we can understand from the story of the Surata and Samadhi. Okay, now coming to Kim Karomina Badnati. Just a minute. Yeah, 20. Kim Karomina Badnati Mama Nishturatam Manaha Yaihi Santaijya Pitrusneham Dhanalubdhair Nirakrutaha. Vaishyo Vacha. If you see the earlier shloka, we will understand Vaishyo Vacha. Vaishya is telling. Vaishya, the businessman, that is Samadhi, he is expressing his helplessness to the Raja, to the king. That is Suratha. What he is telling? Kim karomi? What shall I do, my dear? Nabadnati mama nishturatam manaha. The people who cheated me, I struggled and I earned money, I took care of them, I gave the protection, I gave the money, I gave the riches, everything for my wife and for my children. But in spite of all that, for some reason, because of their greediness and because of their wickedness, they threw me out mercilessly. Now, I was supposed to be hard-hearted man towards them. But, na nishturatam manaha. But unfortunately, I am not getting hard-hearted. Means basically, I'm supposed to forget them. I'm not supposed to think, I'm not supposed to get concerned about them because of attack. But I am thinking I'm thinking about them because my mind is attached. Badnati, mama badnati. So I have been attached because I've been bound because of the attachment. I have been bound towards my people. Though they cheated me, I'm supposed to forget them. But in spite of that, my mind is thinking, what shall I do? Yai santaijya pitrusneham dhanalubdhair nirakruta. And what did they do? Dhanalubdhaihi. Because of the greediness for the wealth. And pitrusneham, they all got the love from me. But yaihi nirakrutaha, they deserted me. They have given up me. Okay. Patis svajana hardancha hardit teshveva me manaha kimetan nabijanami janannapi mahamate. Mahamate means you are learned one. It looks like that you are since you are a king, it looks like that you are very learned person or you are a very intelligent person. Oh Mahamate, oh intelligent ones. So this is my problem. What is that? Patihi svajana hardancha. Means they have Pati svajana hardancha means Pati is husband. Svajana hardam means the affection of my people. Basically family, my family. My family. Hartishu eva. They have stolen it away. Harditeshu eva means surely they have stolen away. What they have stolen away? Me manaha, my mind. They have stolen all my property. That is one side. And they have stolen my mind also. As a result, I am thinking about them. What unfortunate, which I was not supposed to. Teshveva me manaha. Then kimetan nabi janami. Kimet. Kim etat. What is this? Na abhijanami. I do not understand. Why it is happening to me, I am unable to understand. They have stolen my mind, they have stolen my property also, but still I am thinking about this, about them. Why it is happening to me, I do not understand. Kim etat na abhijanami janannapi. Even though I know, Mahamate, O great ones, O king, great ones, even though I know, but in the next sloka it comes, Yet prema pravanam chittam vigunishvepa bandhushu. Means even though I know that because I have got an affection, I've got affection towards them. So my mind is thinking about our relatives. It was supposed to be detached at this given point of time, but still my mind is attached towards them because I love them. He's telling, I am loving my unworthy relatives, but here it is not love, it is attachment. So we mix love and attachment. Sri Ramakrishna loved all of us, but he was not attached to any one of us. Simple example, I don't know how many of you know this. If you have read Sri Ramakrishna's life in depth, Sri Ramakrishna had a throat cancer, we all know that, and the medical support the devotees started giving, extending to Sri Ramakrishna. At some point of time, they felt bringing doctors from Calcutta to Dakshineshwar can be difficult in those days because of lack of communication, transportation in those days, traveling arrangements. So if we can bring Sri Ramakrishna to Calcutta, that will be easy. And they approached to Sri Ramakrishna and they requested him to consider things. He said, all right. And he was brought initially Shampukur, and in Shampukur he somehow he couldn't stay there. He didn't have. Then he went to Balrambo's house and he was staying for temporarily. Then finally they got a Kashipur house, and into Kashipur house, Sri Ramakrishna came and he started staying. Now you see either gospel or especially great master in deeply for an year almost I'm saying it is not exactly 1 year, almost 1 year he stayed in Kashipur. Okay, not a single time he expressed a desire that let me go and come for Dakshineshwar. His prime time he spent in Dakshineshwar. He did all of his sadhana, he did all his lila karya there, but once he left Dakshineshwar and he came and settled in the Kashipur, he never said, even remarked or made a statement or asked, can we go once to Dakshineshwar and come back? Does it mean that he was stone-hearted? Does it mean that he was not he was careless? He was not thankful? No, none of them. He loved Dakshineshwar, he loved Divine Mother, no doubt. Every moment he was to remember Mother, no doubt. But he was not attached to people nor place. So not even single time he said that, let me go to Dakshineshwar. Let me see my room where I stayed. Let me see the Panchavati. Let me see the Bakul Ghat. Or let me see the other temples, whatever it may be. So because he was completely detached. But he loved everyone. So same thing with Holy Mother. Same thing with Swamiji and all the great people. Shankaracharya you take, Buddha you take, they loved us, but they were never attached to us. So we mix love and attachment and we get confused and we get suffer. So here also he is saying that, I think because I love them, my mind is thinking. So my mind has been stolen by them. He is thinking, but it is a wrong thinking. It is not only loving them, along with love, there is an attachment. That's why he is suffering. Now what we should do, we should detach. We should love everyone, no doubt, but we should not attach to anyone. Tesham krute me nishvasoha daurmanasyancha jayate. Tesham krute. Because of them, to me, nishvasaha, with a high sigh of relief. Like with a great heavy breath, we sometimes when we are struggling, when you get in between, we give a deep breath or heavy breath. So that is called nishvasaha. He gave a heavy breath, heavy sigh of relief. Daurmanasyam cha jayate. Oh my God, because of this, my mind has been agitated. So after saying this, he took a deep breath. Daurmanasyam means sorrowful mind, dejected mind. Jayate arises. So he is saying that my mind is thinking about them voluntarily and my heart is filled with sadness and stress. That is what he is going to tell. Okay. Kim karomi yanna manaha teshva pritushri nishturam. Kim karomi. What can I do now? I am feeling helpless. See, same thing with Arjuna also. When he saw his like Pitamaha, his great-grandfather or grandfather, great-grandfather, his own cousins, relatives, because he was attached to his relatives and all, as a Kshatriya he forgot and he said, oh, I don't want to fight. Because fighting is bad. War is bad. People will get killed. And especially male people will be killed. As a result, a good amount, good citizens will be lessened. So that society will get into problem. All these things he tells. When we read without understanding the background, we think, yes, Arjuna was right. Krishna spoiled his mind. Krishna actually, he inspired to perform the war, to do the war. Because of Krishna it happened. So Bhagavad Gita should not be studied because it inspires people to do war. That's what people mistake or misinterpret. No. Arjuna's mind was not ready actually to take ahimsa completely. Nor he didn't want to kill people and all, whatever he was saying, it was because of attachment. Rather, it is not that he didn't want bloodshed, he didn't want to kill people or whatever. Because of attachment, he was making a wrong judgments, wrong statements. And Krishna knew very clearly. The same thing is happening here also. So and the beauty here is, Arjuna also, after giving some free lecture to Krishna, he accepts that I'm confused, please guide me. Now Samadhi, Here also, a merchant, he is understanding his helplessness, and with all sincerity, he is expressing his problem with the Suratha, with the king Suratha, that this is my problem. I don't know what should I do now. So the sincerity and open-mindedness is very much required for us to progress in the life, to take care of our life, or to correct our lives. That's what we see in the Samadhi's mind also, Samadhi's personality. Kim karomi yat, what can I do? Me manaha, my mind, teshu apritishu. Those who are hostile, those who are unloving, they don't love me actually. Teshu apritishu nishturam. Means those who are harsh to me, those who are harsh and hostile towards me, those who are unloving and unkind towards me, towards them, my mind is getting drawn. Means I am thinking about them, I am getting attached to them. What shall I do? This is what the problem or the question was told by Samadhi to the Suratha. So both of them are the same problem. As a result, both of them have good friends now. Both of them have become good friends. So now, Markandeya Vacha. Markandeya said, if you remember in earlier classes, it all started with Markandeya. Markandeya started telling to his disciple or to the other rishis. So Markandeya started actually. So that's why Markandeya Vacha. Markandeya started telling. Like it is like a interlude, we say. In the film or some dramas, some scene will be happening. In between, Kathakaras will come and they will give some background history or background commentaries or whatever. So like this, Markandeya Vacha. Markandeya said, Tatastau sahito vipraha tam munim samupastitau. Samadhir nama vaishosau sacha parthiva sattamaha. Tataha, tau, tataha means then after. Tau means do. This is the beauty of the Sanskrit. In the Sanskrit only, as I know, they have got dual sentence. We have got only singular and plural. Okay. In Sanskrit, singular, dual, and plural. Three things are there. That's the beauty of the Sanskrit. So tau means it is dual. Those two. Many times I keep making a fun that sometimes people start their conversations with the pronouns. Oh, do you know? He told this. Do you know? She told this. Arey Baba, who is first you tell me who is he, who is she, then only I can understand. So beginning we should not use pronouns. We should use nouns, then we can use pronouns. Now here tau means those two. So it is a pronoun here. Those two means whom? So it is contextual here. Those two means Suratha and Samadhi. King and the merchant. Tau, sahi tau, together. Not one by one they came. Both of them came together. Where vipratam munim samupastitau. Both of them together approached. How? Sam upastito, respectfully. They approached with reverence, respectfully. Tam munim vipraha. They approached a sage, a Brahmin with respect. So when we approach a guru, when we approach a gnani, how should we approach? We should approach respectfully, reverentially. That has been told here. So it is a value we have to develop. And for whom they have approached? They approached a sage, and who was also Brahmana. Brahmana means it is not just he has been born in Brahmin caste or whatever. So Brahmana means one who is practicing the Vedic wisdom. Brahmani iti charata, one who is following Vedas. That's the one meaning. The other is one who is following to experience the Brahman. He is also called Brahmana. He may be doing a butcher, he may be a businessman, he may be doing any action, any profession. But if he is sincere and is pursuing his spiritual life to experience the Brahman, then all of them can be called as Brahmanas. So such sage has been approached by these two people. Then Samadhir nama vaishyosau sachaparthiva sattamaham. Samadhir nama vaishyosau. That merchant named Samadhi and Parthiva Sattamaham. Here Parthiva Sattamaham means the best among the kings. He was best among the kings. One is that, and also it can be taken as a mocking also. He has lost his empire. Now if you see, oh, you are best among the king means he will be getting hurt, or he can be getting taunted also. But here it is used in a positive way. He has lost his empire, no doubt, but he was the best among the king. Why? Because he had all the qualities, whatever the king is supposed to have. That is called, it is, the Surata has been addressed here as Parthiva Sattamaha, means he one who is best among the kings. Okay. Krutva tutau yathanyayam yatarham tena samvidam upavishto katah kastin chakratur vaishya parthivo krutva tu tau yathanyayam yataharham. So the Rishi welcomed both of them. The sage welcomed both of them as deemed fit. They approached him reverentially, respectfully, and he, the sage, as from humanitarian thing, or you can take from social rules, regulations, you may say, or gentleman behavior you may take. So through gentleman behavior, whatever we expect, in that way, he, as befitting and with a proper conduct, both of them were welcomed by the Rishi here. So krutva tu tau, tau means both of them, tau, krutva tu, having done, what is that? Yathanyayam, according to the proper conduct. Yata harham, as befitting. Tena samvidam. So respectful conversation was started. So there the commentators say that though both of them together they approached, the Rishi first welcomed the king. Because whatever it may be, whether he has got emperor, whatever, is a king. So he should be shown due respect. So first he was the sage welcomed the Rishi, then afterwards with all love and with right conduct, he also welcomed the merchant. Tena samvidam. Samvidam here means he started a respectful conversation, right conversations with him. Again, the commentators, the story goes like this there. So initially, immediately they didn't ask, what is your problem and all. So the Rishi asked, what are your names? From where are you coming? How are you things? How are things at your end? Are you okay? So just casual approach, we say casually, we talk each other when we meet some friends or unknown people. So in that way, systematically, the Rishi spoke with them and Rishi made them to feel this ashrama is yours and feel comfortable. Don't think that you have come from different place, so this is alien or you are a guest or whatever. So feel comfortable and feel that it is yours ashrama. So sage, in such a way that beautifully he conversed with the king and also with the merchant. So all these things has been told in one word. So as befitting, according to proper conduct and respectful conversations, all these things has been told. The story goes like this. Then Upavishta, and he also asked this both of them, please take your seats, sir. Kataha kaschit, and also they had some conversations. Chakrataho Vaishya Parthivo. Then the conversations happened between, the conversations carried on. Chakratoham is carried on. Between whom? Between the sage and also Vaishya and Parthivo, between the merchant and the king. So it has been told in a just in a pithy way, but the whole story goes like this. They talk each other, they converse, and Rishi makes them comfortable, and he gives assurance that don't worry, we will take care of you, and etc. All these things happened. Now, Rajovacha, Raja is saying, what is he saying? Raja said, king said, Bhagavan Swamaham Prashtum Ichchami Ekam Vadasvatat. This is very important. Bhagavan. So the king is addressing the sage as Bhagavan. Now, Bhagavan means what? The Lord. We all know that. Bhagavan, we all say that. Now, why is addressing the sage as Bhagavan? He may be respectful, he may be adorable. How can he call him as Bhagavan? Is it not a wrong understanding or wrong thing? No. Because Bhagavan has got so many definitions. So probably half an hour we can discuss on this one word, Bhagavan. Now, contextually, I will give only two references. One here, contextually, when the sage has been addressed by the king as Bhagavan, means here Bhaga, one who has got Bhaga is called, one who is endowed with Bhaga is Bhagavan. Here Bhaga refers to two things. One is the knowledge. The other is Vairagya, renunciation. One who is endowed with the spiritual knowledge here, especially knowledge and the Vairagya, that is renunciation. Okay. Now, we all call the Lord as Bhagavan, and if it's a female aspect, then we say Bhagavati. Because the feminine form of the Bhagavan is what? Bhagavati. Why we call Bhagavan or Bhagavati? So according to the scriptures, one who is endowed with 6 qualities. Such people can be called as Bhagavan or Bhagavati. Now there is a stotra, just I'm breaking it and I'm giving the 6 words so that you can remember. The first quality or nature, you can say that the better is Samagra Aishwarya, they say. Complete wealth. Samagra means complete. Aishwarya means wealth. Complete wealth. What is this complete wealth here? One who has got abundant material and spiritual wealth with them. Our wealth was all limited in nature, either materialistic wealth or spiritual wealth. But God's wealth is abundant in nature. If you remember Sri Ramakrishna's story, once it happened that there was a burglar in the Dakshineshwar, and some of the jewelry were stolen by the thieves in the Dakshineshwar temple. So immediately it was informed to the Mathurnath Vishwas. Mathurnath came, and many people, they all assembled there, and discussions were happening, and inquiry was also happening. And Sri Ramakrishna, somehow he was passing by, he saw so many people are standing there, he also came. And with that, childlike nature of Sri Ramakrishna asked Mathur, what is there any problem? Is there any concern? Why so many people have assembled here? Mathur told, yes, Thakur, there's a problem. What is that? Baba used to tell, Baba. So what is the problem? Oh, see, in the temple, there is a burglar, and so very costly, valuable jewels has been stolen by the thieves. Then Sri Ramakrishna heard. If this much was the statement only, Sri Ramakrishna would have kept quiet. Then followed by, Mathur makes a comment. Now I am thinking, if God cannot protect his own jewels, then how will he protect us actually? It makes a very good, very logical and rational statement, it looks like. If God cannot protect his own valuable jewels, jewelry which has been put on him, and how can he protect us? The statement was made by Mathurnath Vishwas. Sri Ramakrishna, he gives a tight slap on him, not physically, I mean verbally. What is that? Look, oh my God, the Divine Mother, Lakshmi, who is the goddess of wealth, she is pressing his legs. And the money and everything is what? Then what about your a diamond necklace or a golden necklace or a silver necklace or whatever? Is it too important for God? Do you think that, my dear? It may be important for you. It might be valuable and costly for you, but does it matter anything for the God? The goddess of wealth herself is sitting under his feet and she's pressing his legs. Do you think that he will care for your one golden chain or silver chain or one necklace or whatever? And when Sri Ramakrishna told, Mathurnath understood that, and he bent his head and he asked sorry. So many times our rational and logic can also misinterpret or misguide us, you see. How Sri Ramakrishna corrected Mathur's mind. Why? So we all feel our wealth is more or whatever, but it is all limited. But God's wealth, materialistic or spiritual, it is in abundance. That is why he has got Samagra Aishwarya, complete wealth, in abundance. Then the second quality or nature is what? Virya. Virya means here strength or power. He is powerful. Now, for an example, a president of a country, he is a president for that country, that's all. For next country, if he goes as a bureaucrat or as a VIP, they might give some importance, that's it. More than that, not. And if he comes from the president position, then he is no more, he is not cared by people. So whatever it may be, even if he is president of the country, even in that country, his power will be limited. He cannot do whatever he thinks all the time. But whereas God's power is unlimited. And also commentators say that he has got a power to create, power to maintain, and power to dissolve the universe and the objects or whatever. So he's got all powerful basically. And without anyone's assistance, he can do the work. President cannot run the show, run the country without people's assistance, isn't it? But here God can create anyone, anything without anyone's help or assistance. The third nature, quality of the God is what? Yashas. Yashas means reputation, glory, name and fame. There is no end to his reputation. All our reputations can go hither and thither, but his reputation is always high, and it is not limited. And also, Yashas also say that he has got supreme authority to accept reverence. If you see in Kandanava Bandhana, we sing, what is that? Jagavandya is adored by the entire world. Sri Ramakrishna has been addressed by Swami Vivekananda as Jagadvandya. Jagat Guru and Jagadvandya means he is adored by the entire humanity, the entire world. He is worthy to be worshipped. So that is being told in the Yash's reputation. The fourth is Shri. Shri means here beauty or splendor. Is so attractive. There's a beautiful story. Once it so happened this happened in Srirangam in Tamil Nadu, one of the biggest temple belonged to Sri Vishnu. Ramanujacharya, who gave the qualified monoism, Vishishtadvaita, he was coming to the temple to have the darshan of Lord Ranganatha. There, one person was going behind one lady, and that lady was supposed to be prostitute. But he was so much obsessed with that lady, and he didn't care even for Ramanujam and others and all. Simply he was going and he dashed so many people. Then finally he was hold, and Ramanuja asked, why you are so careless? Even you were so much carried over, you even didn't see people, including me and others, you didn't see anyone, and you were going behind that lady. What did you see? Why you are so much obsessed? Then he says, oh my, what Swami you were asking? She's so beautiful to see, and that's the reason I'm obsessed with her. Then Ramacharya says, maybe, but God is so beautiful, much more beautiful, my dear. Why are you not able to see that? Then the fellow said, what? I have seen your Lord. What? He's a black-skinned one or black-complexed one. He's not that beautiful. Don't tell me all these cock and bull stories. You can't put your Lord's beauty in front of her beauty. Her beauty is unparalleled in the universe. Then Ramanujacharya puts a challenge. Okay, today evening, Sandhyarati time, you come and I will show you the beauty of the Lord. And if you feel that, yes, God's beauty is much more than lady, you accept the God. If not, then you are free to follow her. Ramacharya put a challenge, and that fellow accepted. He said, look, you will fail, I know that, but just to please you, I am coming, definitely. And evening they come for Arati. And both are standing, and so many other people are also standing devotees. And there was a Arati to Ranga, Shriranganatha. And at some point of time, Ramanujacharya tests this fellow. You see now God's eyes, God's face, you see such a beauty, heavenly smile, heavenly face, you see like that he tests. And maybe the grace of Ramanujacharya or whatever, when he saw that, he saw the divine beauty in the Lord Ranganatha's face. It was so much, he couldn't blink his eyes. He couldn't shake his eyes. He couldn't even remove his face from the Shriranga's face. After some time, Ramacharya asked, what do you think, my dear? That lady's beauty is better, or Lord Ranganatha's, my Lord Ranganatha's, my God, Lord Ranganatha's, the face is beautiful. Then with the folded hands, he said, yes, thank you for opening my eyes. Lord's beauty is much, 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 much more, 1,000 times, 100 times, a million times is much more. Now, today onwards, I will follow Lord Ranganatha, not that lady. And he becomes a great devotee. So, Lord is so beautiful. It is not only physical beauty here, that is internal beauty. And we even in Sri Ramakrishna's also we can see, people used to simply come to see Sri Ramakrishna. Why? As Holy Mother says, he was wearing, a golden armlet. And his face, his skin color, his skin, that luster and that the golden armlet, what Sri Ramakrishna is wearing, both were merging together, it seems. He had such an attractive personality, even physical level. Once it so happened, when people had come to see him, he asked Hridayram why they have come. They said, you look so beautiful, handsome, so they have come to see you. Now, we would have all felt happy, proud of ourselves. But Sri Ramakrishna took it very bad. But they got carried over by this, this body. What is this? He went inside and he prayed for Mother again and again. Let this beauty go inside, beauty go inside. So all the charm and whatever, that luster of his skin and other things was there, everything went inside, it seems. So Lord looks so beautiful. That is what Shri here. And the fifth is Gnana, here wisdom. God is omniscient. We all know that. He knows our past, present, future, and everything he knows. Or maybe a Nobel Prize winner in the chemistry. I know something about chemistry. I don't know everything about chemistry. Then about physics, maths, biology, then what to speak of. If you ask God, he knows anything and everything. The sixth one is very important. He also has got vairagya. He is detached. He is not attached to anyone. Krishna, you see, neither he was attached to his own kith and kin, nor his family, anyone. So one who is called Bhagavan or Bhagavati, one who has got all these six qualities. Now you remember, I hope you remember where we are there. So we are in the Bhagavan Svamaham Prashtum Ichhamekam Vadasvatat. Bhagavan, hey Bhagavan, oh Venerable One, Tvam Aham Prushtami Ichhami. I would like to ask you, Ekam Vadasvatat. Can you explain me one thing? Oh Venerable One, Bhagavan, oh Sage, I would like to ask you one thing. Can you explain me? What is that? Dukkhaya yanme manasaha svachitta yattatam vina. Dukkhaya, for suffering, yat me manasa, by which my mind is been suffering. My mind is suffering, means I am suffering. Svachitta ayattatam vina. But without under my control, my mind is suffering. I am suffering. I want to get out from this. I don't want to suffer, but still I am suffering. I am getting carried over by these things. Okay. Then mamatvam gatarajyasya rajyeshu rajyangeshu kileshvapi janatopi yathagnasya kimetan munisattama. Hey Munisattama, oh best among the sages, mamatvam, because of minus, me and mine, that is what attachment here, mamatvam gatarajyasya. I have lost my kingdom, but because there is a mine kingdom I have got, that attachment to that, rajya angeshu. There are 6 limbs of anga and rajya anga, I will tell next class. Akileshu api, janata api. I mean, I know that I have lost my kingdom in spite of knowing that, but still I have attached to it and I am suffering. Yatha agnasya kim etat muni sattama. I know that this kingdom doesn't belong to me anymore. My own kingdom has been taken away from some people. It doesn't belong to me anymore. I know that. But in spite of knowing that, just like an ignorant person, I am suffering because I have lost my kingdom, but still I am thinking about it. I am attached to the kingdom. What should I do? Why is it happening? This is what the problem. This is the problem for all of us. The same problem with the merchant also. Then what will be the problem, and what is the problem we understood? Now what is the answer is going to be discussed or told by the sage. Let us see from the Mother's Grace in our next class. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Chandikarpanamastu.
Thank you so
Jai Ram
much.
Krishna Maharaj. Jai Ram Krishna.
Jai Ram Krishna.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. We will not take any time to any more time. So any questions if you all have, we'll request you all to please note it down somewhere so that you can ask it in the next class. Is that okay with you, Swamiji?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thank you for your time once again, Maharaj. Please accept all our pranams. And